open for business on a Friday. Demolition project of the buildings at the Old Warriors High School campus has begun, and we'll get an update on that during our business items in tonight's meeting. January 9th, I attended the Myrtle Beach Regional Economic Development Corporation's annual meeting. That was at the Barefoot Conference Center in North Myrtle Beach. The keynote speaker was Sam Blott. He's the Chief of Economic Development for Amazon in the Carolinas and in Florida. It's quite a nice meeting. The meeting room was packed. There were just people from all over Horry County. It was a very nice meeting. Speaking of Myrtle Beach Regional Economic Development, they had their industry awareness class in Loris last Wednesday, January 29th. They toured several of our local business and industries. Saw Samantha there. She's participating in the class. We had some first-time visitors to Loris in the group, and I think they were impressed with our city. McLeod Health hosted lunch for the group, and McLeod Loris CEO Scott Montgomery gave a presentation regarding the services that McLeod provides in the Loris area and throughout Horry County. It was a very nice meeting. Lasted about an hour, 15, 20 minutes. Very nice. At the last meeting, we approved the budget for purchase of additional holiday decorations for the city. So if all goes well, we'll be looking for a new Valentine's Day display soon to come. Horry County League of Cities, for everyone on council, and Clay, and our attorney, Horry County League of Cities meets Wednesday, February 12th. Atlantic Beach is the host city. If anyone plans to go, please let Brandy know so she can let the host city know so they can be prepared for the number of people to be in attendance. Also, a reminder for city council members, your annual economic interest statement is due by March 31st. It has to be filed with the Ethics Commission, and the website is open, and you can file your report anytime between now and March 31st. It's considered late if you don't get it in by the 31st. Now I'd like to turn it over to Samantha from the Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you. I hope y'all are well. So we haven't had our retreat yet, but we are going to be working on what's going to come up this year. But of course, we'll have the car show in April and the bog off in October and our Christmas festivities when it comes around. But I did want to say today we are going to have, we scheduled a February the 21st, we're going to have a ribbon cutting at the new DR Horton development that's right here off of 45. So I may invite y'all to come to that. And also our Roar Block Party has been moved to March 15th. So we had to change that out of January. So we moved that to March 15th, and I'm going to announce that on social media. Other than that, and we haven't had the banquet. If you haven't noticed, we haven't had the award banquet. We had it in 2020 in January, and then once COVID came, they moved equipment and stuff into the room, and we couldn't have it. So we have not had an award banquet in 4 years. So it is coming back this year. So we're super excited about that. We'll probably do that probably between May and July or somewhere. So we're going to get a couple months so we can revamp it and get nominations out. So I need y'all to nominate people. We got to figure that out. And yeah, so we got a lot of stuff coming up, and we're looking forward to 25.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for all you do, Samantha. We appreciate it. We'll turn it to
I was
Mr.
going to say too,
Oh,
and I'm sorry, and our new relocation guide, I am working on that. So I need a picture before y'all leave tonight, since all of y'all are here. I need a picture for the book, so I want to go ahead and do that so y'all don't leave. But we have some space in there for the city of Loris. I'll get with Brandy and see what information y'all want to put in our relocation guide. But I definitely need a picture of y'all tonight, since it's all of y'all here. Let's grab one before y'all go.
All right, I'm going to turn now to Mr. Young for the city administrator's report.
Yeah, Mayor, Council, I have two votes. I did the budget report for January. We will be looking at the budget time coming back up, so probably sometime in late February, early March, we'll start trying to get going into the budget process. We'll start laying out the budget process where I'll probably be getting Angela, I'll probably get some information out from department heads probably this month and start getting some impact to do. But I usually, normally what I like to do is I'd like to get with council, kind of get their input and then circle back around the department heads once I get some input. We'll kind of get, we'll probably get something from me this week or next week and lay it out. Figure out which days report to. Christmas lights, we did run into a little issue with the snow. And so we got some of that, but we're getting down now, actually, the alley releases. Hopefully this week and next week will happen. Piggyback off a little bit what Mike said, I mean, we got record snow. I mean, it was a lot of snow in Norrie County. I mean, I think some people say we didn't have this much snow since 1989. Does that sound right? So,
Yeah.
We had a lot more in 1989.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see snow at the Athens Beach. That's all I have.
All right, we'll move into the department head reports. First is code enforcement and planning, Mary. You have written reports in our packet.
The only thing, so we are in the process of trying to brainstorm, come up with a performance over. So that is something that we would like council input, if possible, maybe council meeting to discuss just some things that council would want to see in that type of ordinance as we're drafting. There's nothing set yet, it's still literally in brainstorming stage.
So if we can point that to a planning zone committee, to just me putting that till we get, of course, definitely Mr. Johnson, let's keep there too. So we can see.
All right. All you have, Meredith?
Unless council has any questions on it.
All right, if there are no questions, we'll move on to fire department, Chief Hardy.
First of all, thank y'all. It's been a busy month for us. And I even made notes, well, I try not to forget anything. While first thing I actually forgot to write it down, but to get reminded, while everybody was enjoying the snow, we were outside the fire. Down here on Maple Street. County assisted us and we managed to get that under control and go on from there. It was cold. That's about as cold as I've been in quite a while. You know, everybody says, well, you know, why you won't put the fire out? You know, it's cold. So we got to. But, and after that, we got back to the station, got everything in order, and then we got told to put another structure. This one was out in the county, and unfortunately, they lost their most home. That's kind of what we were doing. And like the mayor said here, we were manning the fire station there close to 3 days during that storm, and basically taking care of whatever we would be called to. Over the past weekend, we went to 7 different homes, installing smoke detectors. And those people, you know, most of them didn't even have any detectors in the home at all. So I feel much better for them. Present time, we've got 3 grants pending. One of them is what we call a state grant, which will be probably, we're putting in for portable radios. The other 2 grants are federal grant, both of the federal grant. One of them is for engine replacement. The other one is I think it's like a $40,000 grant for turnout use. Then the state grant, feel good about it. The other 2, we just gonna have to wait and see because there's a lot of people applying for federal grants. Presently, we are working on 2 other grant applications. One of them is what we call a safer grant, where you can actually hire full-time firemen over a 3-year program. We will apply for it also. And I think you'll have something we got to talk about it later. And the other grant is a forestry grant, which we will be applying for what we call a forestry kid. And after that, probably sometime this month, we'll be working on 2 new programs. One of them we call tactical surveys, which will be sending firemen out to all of the commercial businesses. And the other item is we'll be dealing with what we call a NFPA fire hydrant code. But when you put reflective fire hydrant, we'll know how much gallon for each one does. That's what we got going on.
Anyone have any questions for Chief Hardy? Sounds like you've been busy.
Yeah, gonna get busier.
Thanks, Chief. Fire is done, police department is next. Chief Beauty.
Mayor, we're good, unless there's any questions.
You do.
You got your report, and, all right, thank you, Chief. We have the public works report, and we have the recreation report. Anything to add on either of those two departments?
I think everything's good. Yeah, I'll discuss this in a second.
We'll move ahead to business. Our first business item is discussion and approval of the application for the FEMA Safer Grant that the Chief just mentioned. If you want to take the lead on it, explain exactly what that is, why we need to get council to approve it.
Yeah, good thing about it is, I think the grant application, we were hoping to have it come open this month, or actually in January. Situations in Washington with other homeland security issues, but it looks like the application process open up this month or next month, it'll open up. So we can get it. But anyway, we were looking at, and we'll discuss this at the public safety committee, which I think next week, Thursday, possibly Thursday. But anyway, the Safer Grant is, it's a grant that actually started back in 2005. I gave you a little breakdown on this. It said the Safer Grant is through the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. It's for fire and it's for program providing funding directly to fire departments and volunteer fire organizations to assist in the increasing number of firefighters to help communities meet industry minimum standards and attain 24-hour staffing to provide adequate fire protection from fire-related hazards and fulfill traditional missions of fire department. So it's a program that's been going on for a number of years. I feel like we've got the numbers this time.
Yeah, I believe we got the numbers.
I think the grant's going to require numbers and paperwork and stuff like that to meet certain criteria, which I think we can qualify for that, which we'll discuss at the public safety. But, we are putting together the information now, along with the chief and all of us are putting together some information and we'll file for it this year. So, hopefully we'll have these numbers together. We've already put some preliminary together. So once we have that meeting with the committee can go over that information, make a recommendation back to the kids.
Now, my understanding was that the governing body needed to endorse applying for the grant. That's
You
what we
endorse,
put on
yeah,
the
us,
agenda
us,
tonight.
providing information to that, the council, recommend council do that, we endorse us submitting to the grant.
And that, my understanding was that was a crucial element to get council to endorse the application.
Yeah,
before we-
even though we were hoping that we could get the application, I was hoping the application process would have been already started, but it looked like they kind of keep it.
It's not even, my understanding, it's not even open for application.
It's not
Right now,
open,
it's coming open.
but we can still go ahead and get
The
recommended.
governing body needs to endorse the concept of applying for the application,
Correct, that's right.
and that needs to be on record and part of the application itself. Is that correct?
That will give us some extra points in that.
So that is the purpose for being on the agenda tonight, to see if the governing body of the city council will endorse this application to be filed for the possible funding for some potential positions in the fire department. So hearing that, and hearing Mr. Young's presentation, is there a motion that we endorse the fire department's application?
I have
for
a
the
question.
FEMA Safer Grant?
How much was the value of this grant? I don't see it listed here.
Yeah, we'll look at basically doing at least one or two officers, one or two fire department full-time. So doing 24, 48 type basis in that too. So we look at providing full-time firefighters. And basically it's a 3-year grant, you know, we're giving 3 years, but you're not obligated to pick up the expenses after 3 years unless you feel you need it. That's good. The grant's 100% covered by the grant. All expenses are covered 100% by the grant for 3 years. A lot of the other organizations in Warren County just over 600.
Make a motion that we, approve this grant application.
I second it.
We have a motion by Mr. Patchett, second by Ms. Goss. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote. Ms. Goss?
Yes.
Mr. Hardy? Yes. Ms. Coleman?
Yes.
Ms. Gerald?
Yes.
Mr. Patchett?
Yes.
Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Our other item of business tonight is an update on the Loris High School demolition project that got started, as we mentioned earlier. The actual work got started during the month of January. It's gonna be a process. It's gonna take several months to be completed, but at least we've started. And Mr. Young, I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Yeah, I've got, John here with me too. You're right, process did start, it started during the, snow, a little bit before the snow, then during the snow. And we've actually, some information I gave you, sent out to you last week, showed some actual pictures of the snow.
The snowman.
So, but they, some work got accomplished during the snow time, so it was, I'm happy with, we're ready to get some stuff done for next week. So we're moving ahead, and also get Dawn to kind of give us a little update where we're at. She's also providing us a weekly report. So I sent this out to you, also sent you out a copy of, how much we have incurred expense-wise so far. And also, I just, you today for last week's report. So you'll be starting the weekly report in that too. But, we are moving ahead. We're still waiting on a few little permits here and there, but I think we've got most of those done. But we've accomplished that.
So like he was saying, during the snow, they were still able to continue working. So Rhino Demolition, who's doing the asbestos treatment, they completed the containment for the gym. They constructed the decon unit. Everything was complete on Thursday. They started removal today in the gym, the asbestos removal. That started a little after lunchtime. They said it wasn't coming off as easy as they hoped, but it's coming off. So they're working there. JMAC has the shop and field house buildings down on the ground. They're pulling up the slabs and foundations now. They have a lot of those piles segregated, so we have our concrete, our metal, and our regular cemented waste. They all have that separated. And as soon as Rhino completes their asbestos portion of the gym, JMAC's gonna come right behind them, demo the gym, while Rhino goes to the cafeteria and daycare center. And the main building is gonna be the last. That's kind of our plan as of now. They've cleaned up shrubbery and debris around most of the building, so it looks a little neater, I guess, that we did.
that makes it look.
It does look good, yeah. And they did get fencing put around the property to help, keep that, and they don't have a lot of debris or anything going around, so it's pretty tidy for demolition sites. So, that's pretty much where we're at as of right now.
Thank you, Don.
You're welcome.
Mr. Young?
Any other questions? Like I said, we're moving ahead. And hopefully we're still on schedule right now. So keep you up to date.
All right. And those are all the business items we have on tonight's agenda. It's now time for public and press comments. We have one person who signed up tonight. That is Sandra Boggs. Ms. Boggs,
Yes.
come on up to the podium. Welcome to the city council meeting. If you would just state your name for the record, I've already done that.
Okay, I'm Sandra Fox.
Live in Longs.
I live in Longs.
Okay.
10 minutes away.
Yes, ma'am.
I thank you all for giving me the opportunity to speak here tonight. I am from the North Myrtle Beach Lions Club. And what I am trying to do is get interest and start a Lions Club here in Loris. You had one here that dissolved in 2012. Matter of fact, the Loris Lions Club began the North Myrtle Beach Lions Club 76 years ago. And we are still going, and Loris is growing. It's a very important community. There's things that can be going on in this community that I really feel that a Lions Club would be beneficial to the community. And I'm doing my darndest to get interest and get a Lions Club started here. I've been working with Samantha at Chamber since October. She's sort of steering me to go this direction and that direction, talk to this person. She said we could meet at the Chamber when we get things going. I've talked with, the last meeting, informational meeting that we had about 12 residents of the area, and 5 of them volunteered to sort of spearhead the group. And we're working on doing a little bit of training with them. We need 20 members. It'd be nice to have 25 to get a charter group. When we do a charter, we have a big party, and the group will be on its own, but still be helped for the first 6 months by myself or someone from either Little River Lions or from North Myrtle Beach Lions or from the district. We would always be there to help. Until then, the group could be a branch group of the North Myrtle Beach Lions. And we could start operating as a club as soon as we get the applications in and figure out projects that can be done. It's based on whatever we can volunteer to do in the community, would like to do it. Just however, it's a service organization. Whatever we can do to serve the community. Eyeglass collection, we collect eyeglasses, we send them overseas. We do eye screenings for the kids. Little River comes in and screens Loris Meadow. We would like to do some at the elementary schools. I've already contacted the school specifically to set up something there. It's just a service organization, and it's a fantastic group, and really trying hard to get started here in Morris. And if you have any questions, I could tell you a whole lot more about the history, and I can talk for an hour on Lions, but I know you don't want to hear that. But I'm open to questions. I have business cards. I can come back anytime. I just want to know, I guess, what you want me to do next.
Business cards have a number that you contact if you're interested.
Yes, it does.
Good. Yes, ma'am, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're right, we did have a very active Lions Club in Morris for many, many years. My dad was in Lions Club.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been a member since 2009, but I was in West Virginia. So we'd love to have all of you join us. There you go. That was perfect, wasn't it? But really, anything I can talk to you about, just let me know. I'll come back anytime. I've been up here several times working with people and trying to get things going because I really have a passion in trying to get started. Okay? Any questions?
Any questions from the box?
Okay, we'll bring applications with you next time for all of you all. Thank you.
That is the only citizen that signed up for public comments. Anything from the, excuse me, see Casey there? No, sir. Nothing from Casey. All right. It's my understanding we do have a matter for executive session.
I do have a contractual matter that I need to discuss with you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Zelinski. So hearing that from our attorney, Mr. Zelinski, is there a motion to go into executive session to discuss a contractual matter?
I saw motion going to executive session.
Motion by Ms. Goss, is there a second? Second by Ms. Gerald, any discussion? Call for the vote, Ms. Goss?
Yes.
Mr. Hardy? Yes. Ms. Coleman?
Yes.
Ms. Gerald?
Yes.
Mr. Paget? Yes. Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Before we go into executive session, I just want, I know on behalf of the council and the citizens of Loris, we're excited to see that there's action going down on the old high school and it's coming down. So thank you very much. Appreciate those updates too.
I graduated, my daddy graduated there.
All right, we should return to the brief short.
I played the old wooden gym that was tore down. When I did some
I got one out of the car. I can bring it.
Yeah, I approve. Gary, I did, he lives in Monterey. He can get a hold of me. I I'll give you a card. You built Katie and Vicky's house too. He's an architect.
Make a motion to go back out of executive session. Second motion.
We have a motion to come out of executive session by Mr. Paget and second by Ms. Goss in discussion on the motion. We'll call for the vote, Ms. Goss.
Yes.
Mr. Hardy. Yes. Ms. Coleman.
Yes.
Ms. Gerald.
Yes.
Mr. Paget.
Yes.
Ms. Sykes. And I vote yes. In executive session, we had a briefing from our attorney on a contractual matter. No votes or action were taken.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. I have distributed to you a proposed letter of engagement from an attorney named James Sheedy in Rock Hill. And it proposes him doing legal services for us in the area of advice concerning any proposed utility agreements to sell the water system to another entity. He has a great deal of expertise in this area and can advise us concerning details about how to approach any offers that are made. And I am therefore requesting that council vote on whether or not to approve this letter of engagement. The city of Morris entering into this letter of engagement, Mr. Sheedy.
Thank you, Mr. Zelinski. Hearing that from Mr. Zelinski, is a motion in regards to retain Attorney Sheedy's law firm to assist us with some contractual matters concerning utilities.
I so moved.
The motion for Mr. Paget, is there a second to the motion? Second by Ms. Sykes. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote. Ms. Goss.
Yes.
Mr. Hardy.
Yes.
Ms. Coleman.
Yes.
Ms. Gerald.
Yes.
Mr. Paget.
Yes.
Ms. Sykes.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Those are all the business items and items we have for discussion tonight at the council meeting. Is there a motion that we adjourn?
I so moved.
Motion by Ms. Goss to adjourn. Second by Ms. Coleman. Any discussion? We'll call for the vote. Ms. Goss.
Yes.
Mr. Hardy. Yes. Ms. Coleman.
Yes.
Ms. Gerald.
Yes.
Mr. Paget. Yes. Ms. Sykes. And I vote yes. Meeting adjourned at 6:56 p.m.
Yes, we can get advice about, so you don't know, you know, and you got to.
Well,